Okay guys, Crispy Licks here, right? So this is a thing I had a couple students of mine I notice in, and it does every once in a while. This happens. Well, it happens to pretty much every guitar player. But one thing is you're picking, right? And not just you're picking, but you're picking depth, what we would call, okay? So when you're looking at the guitar, right, you don't want your pick getting caught in between strings, like, and usually that's because you can be coming in at too much of an angle downward, which you don't want. You want more an angle forward, you know, so the pick's slanted, but not, you know, kind of like where you're coming in like a chop saw like this or something like that. And especially when it comes to licks like, right? Or licks where you skip one string, for example, like, you know, you can get it to sound real even, and you know if you're doing this or not because some notes will be really strong sounding, like, and then some will be weak, like. You know what I mean? So I'm sure some of you guys have run into this before. And with depth, we're talking about how far you get to pick into these strings, right? And if you're playing a guitar with a Floyd on it, or like a Super Strat like this, it's really flat, right? So the strings don't have a big curve arc to them that you have to worry about. So you can, of course, the D and the G strings are a little higher, but that's why I tell my students to play with, you know, a sharp, pointy pick like the Jazz 3 XL, or anything that's really pointy, because then you can really choke up on it and just use the tip of that, right? And get used to it. And start practicing your scales like that and making sure the tip of your pick is being even. And then you'll get more even of a sound coming out because you don't have inconsistent hits with the right hand, you know. So if you got a good left hand, like two of my students do, I'm talking about in this video, where I see them, they got the legato pretty good, but you know, when I'm doing that, I'm like, I'm barely using the tip of my pick, and I'm making sure I'm not getting caught in the strings.